Our new sponsor at NGSC Sports is Cool Eye Cover, and as you can imagine, we are talking sunglasses. The perfect time for our sponsor is summer, as we all need those sunglasses. Our sponsor even has a great deal as an NGSC Sports partner. If you email esgmarketingsolutions@gmail.com, they will give you a 50% discount on your first pair of sunglasses. Visit www.coolEyeCover.com and choose your glasses to receive the discount and email esgmarketingsolutions@gmail.com for the discount coupon. We thank Cool Eye Cover for joining NGSC Sports as our new sponsor. This show is sponsored by Alicia's Pillows and Things. Check out the Facebook page, Alicia's Pillows and Things, where you will find home decor you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. Check out the pillows and stools of your favorite sports teams. Maybe you want a set of your kid's favorite cartoon or movie character. You can also get full body and neck pillows as well. Log on to ngscsports.com and go to the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage to complete your order. It makes a great gift for Christmas at an affordable price. NGSC Sports. We never stop.
You're listening to NGSC Sports Radio. Hear us live on ngscsports.com, where you can get awesome analysis for all things sport. Or check out our podcasts on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, iTunes, TuneIn, and much more. For our latest videos, head to NGSC Sports YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at NGSC Sports and like us on Facebook. NGSC Sports. We never stop.
Recording. Oh, hello everyone. Hello, and welcome to episode 269. Nice. Of the Foreign Affair Podcast. My name is Edward Green. Unfortunately, this week, not joined as always by McCullen Crime Wes Bradshaw. It's a travel week for the Foreign Affair Podcast. So we are working on still getting you guys a podcast, so I'm still going to be going through a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, traveling kind of prevented Wes and I from recording together, so yeah, we're just doing it kind of separately. Wes will be jumping in later with another great rendition of Wes's Corner. It's not really Anfield Corner. Nothing really happened in Anfield this week, I think. I saw there was like one transfer, like minor transfer out. I'm sure Wes will be talking much about the Women's World Cup, as we'll do that update as well. We will have a Women's World Cup update for you, as well as a Gold Cup update and a Copa America update. I'll also do some quick news and notes. Also have a little bit of the watch for as well. As always, the podcast, even when Wes and I aren't together, is presented by NGSC Sports at ngscsports.com. We never stop, as well as Alicia's Pills and Things. If you want to start hounding Alicia for that delicious U.S. women's national team body pillow, start pumping that Facebook page and tell her that's what you want, because she has so many great sports-themed furniture and pillow designs that I'm sure she would love to give you a U.S. women's national team one to commemorate a third straight trip to the Women's World Cup Finals. So hit that up at Alicia's Pillows and Things on Facebook. Also, you can check out NGSC Sports for some great deals from her site. Next, this section is just getting longer and longer. And it's a good thing that it is. Cool Eye Cover, new to the podcast this week. It's summer. I'm literally recording this on the morning of July 4th. America. So, it's summer, it's hot, sun's bright. What do you need for your eyes? Because you got to protect your eyes. You need those cool eye covers. So get those cool eye covers. Check them out at cooleyecover.com. Also, you can esgmarketing@gmail.com. It's in the opening audio. I just haven't written it down yet. But message them for some great deals. on coolicover.com. Lastly, hey, let me tell you something, folks. This Sunday is going to be epic. Some might even call it the Ultimate Sports Sunday. But if you want the Ultimate Sports Channel, hit up Roku TV and search the Ultimate Sports Channel for free sports programming. You can also find them on esgsportsgroup.com, as well as their social links via Nasha Sports. So go check them out there. All right, let's head straight to the updates then. First, Women's World Cup action. When last we left you guys, it was quarterfinal time, in which there was the final 8 of the Women's World Cup. Those have taken place, as well as the semis. So let's get you caught up quickly on that. England, with their second straight 3-0 win in the knockout stage, they dispatched of Norway without much trouble. Netherlands also got past Italy 2-0 thanks to a pair of goals in the final 20 minutes of the match. The United States, we hyped this up so much last week, so much. The match of the century. And the United States came out firing yet again. Megan Fuck the White House Rapinoe came out with a goal in the 5th minute, her 4th of the tournament, I believe, at the time. Yes, her 4th of the tournament then. And she picked up a second one in the second half that saw the U.S. go up 2-0 on the host country. France would have a penalty. No, I'm sorry, they would not. France would pull one back. I was thinking already to the next game. Thanks to Wendelin Renard. In the 81st minute, gave the host some life. The United States held firm in the back and won their second straight, and it would eventually be their third straight match at the knockout stage, 2-1, dumping the hosts out of the competition in the quarterfinals. It was a match meant for the finals and got 2 rounds too early, but the United States would keep the drama up in the next round as well. And finally, in the quarterfinals, Sweden got past Germany 2-1. 2 early goals from Sweden canceled out the opener from Germany as they advanced to the semifinals. And then what a semifinals it would be, at least on one side. The United States versus England on the eve of July 4th, the day we separated from England. The United States beats England 2-1. Kristen Press with a goal in the 10th minute, and then Alex Morgan with her latest, with her 6th goal of the tournament. She's joint leading goal scorer. However, this was her first goal since the first match of the tournament, but this was a huge one. Pinky finger in the air, scoring in the 31st minute, got the United States up 2-1 after England had come back, thanks to Ellen White, who is the joint goal scorer with Alex Morgan. The England would have chances in the second half to come back, notably a goal that was disallowed due to offsides by a literal foot, and then England getting a penalty, unfortunately, I believe missing their 3rd straight penalty of this tournament. This one finally manages to bite them, and the English side do bow out. Another fantastic match of football. The United States pulls it out, though, and they head to the final, where they will be facing the Netherlands, because the Netherlands beat Sweden 1-0 and added extra time, thanks to Jackie Groenen. It was a match of football. It was okay. Netherlands was good. Good enough to advance. It happened. So, that sets up the 3rd place playoff for England versus Sweden in a flag of crosses affair. But their flags have crosses on them. That's what we call it. So that would be July 6th, and then Sunday, July 7th, the United States vies for the back-to-back Women's World Cup titles as they face off with the Freaky Deaky Dutch out of the Netherlands. So that match, biggest match of the year. And it will be part of the start of a wonderful day of football. Wes and I were kind of bemoaning how, not boring, because the Women's World Cup is fun. And then there's Copa America, which is pretty good. And then there's the Gold Cup, which is whatever. This Sunday will not disappoint, I think, in terms of the football. So again, United States versus Netherlands going for back-to-back World Cup titles. On to the which tournament? This is Copa. No, this is the Gold Cup. and because the United States will be in back-to-back finals in a tournament, one a little more prestigious than the other. As far as the quarterfinals went, in here, Haiti, big comeback against Canada. Poor Canada. They get a 3-2 win, all three of Haiti's goals coming in the final 40 minutes after being down 2-0. Haiti with the gigantic comeback over Canada, making their way to their first Gold Cup semifinals. Mexico and Costa Rica drew 1-1, going through the full 120. Mexico advancing 5-4 on penalties, stopping the Costa Rica dream. Mexico was very dicey this whole tournament. Jamaica got past Panama 1-0 thanks to 75th minute penalty from Jamaican superstar Darren Maddox. And then the United States got past Curaçao 1-0 thanks to Weston McKennie. In the semifinals, Mexico beat Haiti, crushing the Cinderella story in added extra time. 93rd minute penalty from Raúl Jiménez, as Mexico advanced to their, 80th straight Gold Cup final, and where they will be meeting up with, once again, the United States, as the United States got past Jamaica 3-1, a brace from Christian Pulisic, as well as another goal from Weston McKennie very early on, got the United States the 3-1 victory. Also want to note that in the last two games, all the United States goals have been scored by people who play overseas. I'm just saying. Weston McKennie's pretty good. You know, Weston McKennie's pretty good. Yeah. He plays at Schalke. Hey, Christian Pulisic, he's pretty good. Played at Dortmund, now he plays at Chelsea. I'm just saying. Kids are pretty good. They play overseas. They're awesome. Now that we're back on the USWNT hype train by any stretch of the imagination. But, again, it's just, that's one of those where I drink my tea and go, interesting. All these two guys play overseas and they scored the goals. Interesting. So anyway, that does lead to, again, July 7th, Mexico versus the United States. Coming at you from Chicago. Another big match for the United States. So hopefully the women will have just wrapped up their World Cup victory, and then a couple hours later, the men will take to the pitch, see if they can do the double for the United States just a few days after July 4th. Oh, how patriotic is that? And then finally, Copa America. It's been okay, I guess. There was a drama. 3 of the 4 quarterfinals went to penalties. There's no added extra time in Copa. So straight to penalties thanks to 3 0-0 matches. Brazil beats Paraguay on penalties. Chile does the same to Colombia. And then Uruguay loses to Peru 5-4 on penalties. Luis Suarez, the GOAT in the bad way for Uruguay, as he was the only one to miss his penalty. And so West's tournament favorite is down in the quarters, as we texted back and forth, and he was very enraged by that. Anyway, the other match was Argentina. They beat Venezuela 2-0 thanks to goals from Lautaro Martinez and hopefully for future Tottenham Hotspur, Giovanni Lo Celso. So that was the result there. And then Brazil got past Argentina 2-0 in the semis. This match, again, would have been great 4 years ago, but we got it here. Gabriel Jesus with an assist from Firmino in the first half, and then Firmino gets the assist from Jesus in the second half to seal Brazil's trip to the final as the host nation. And then Peru, in a bit of an upset, I guess, beats Chile, the former back-to-back Copa winners, 3-0. Just took them out with 2 goals in the first 40 minutes, and then 1 in stoppage time late on. Got Peru through, so Peru will have the tough task of beating Brazil at the Maracanã on July 7th. Maybe that's actually at the same time as the Women's World Cup final. So get your second screen set up accordingly. Also, third place playoff will be on Saturday, Argentina versus Chile, in a rematch of the last 2 Copa America finals. So we'll see if Lionel Messi can lose another medal to Chile. We will see. We love you, Lionel. We do love you, I promise. So that is your Copa update. Let's hit the news and notes real quick. Oh, such big transfer news this week. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to Manchester United. Oh, Rodri is like a bajillion-dollar deal for Manchester City. He's gonna head over there from Atletico. Ooh, Frank Lampard is coming home. That deal happened just like earlier this morning and could have been hashtag Thursday, but that's not how we're recording this week. Oh, he's going on a 3-year deal to Chelsea. How will he make do with the transfer ban? And blah, 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 blah. None of that matters. Literally none of it matters. Do you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Ladies and gentlemen, Tottenham Hotspur have not only signed one person, they've signed two. Think about that. 2 people. Who knew you could sign people? We didn't. In all seriousness, Tottenham Hotspur do make their first 2 signings in like 500 days. First one is Jack Clark coming over from Leeds. He will be going back to Leeds this year on loan, but he did sign, I believe, a 5-year deal. It's a very promising youngster, just 19. So Jack Clark is coming over. But the big deal is Tottenham finally got their man. Tanguy Ndombele is coming over from Lyon for a club record of £65 million. The midfielder will be coming over, maybe to replace Christian Eriksen? We don't really know. But this guy is really good, and if his game can transfer into England, again, this is a Tottenham team, very good starting 11. If they can just add a little bit of depth, they're just going to be right up there with City and Liverpool. This could be a guy that starts to push them over the top. Maybe Lo Celso also comes in. Maybe a couple other pieces come through, but hey, it's over. Our long national nightmare is over. Tottenham have signed someone. So good on you, boys. Good on you. Sure, Wes will be dropping off some more transfer news because he loves the silly season. And again, we don't talk too much about the silly season because I kind of hate rumors. They're stupid. This one kind of bothered me as I texted Wes Bradshaw when I saw this story come out. My exact quote was, "I'm, fucking, done, Because I am. I'm fucking done. The headline of this article, coming out from sportenglish.com, Neymar tells PSG he won't attend preseason as he pushes for Barca move. So you remember that time a couple years ago when Neymar forced his way out of Barcelona to go to PSG? And I was like, oh yeah, he wants to be the guy. He wants to win titles on his own, out of the shadow of Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. He doesn't want to be the triple. He wants to be the man. He wants to bring the Champions League home to Paris. He wants to be the guy. And I was like, it's a good move, Neymar. That's how you become the best player in the world and the biggest star. That's how you do it. Well, about 2 years go by and he's like, nope, I'm going to go back to Barcelona now. Also want to say Brazil has made it to Copa America final without him. Just saying. This story is insane. I'm not even saying, like, remove from everything and in a vacuum this is a bad move for him, because PSG kind of seems like they've sort of just hit a wall and might just need to do, like, a full-scale rebuild to, like, really achieve what they want to achieve. And so I do get that, but just stupid. Neymar sucks. Neymar really sucks. So it's very disappointing, because the reasons I thought he went to Paris, for those to just evaporate over the course of like 2 years, is really stupid. I might be getting this wrong. Has it been 3? It might have been 3. I think it's only been 2 though. I think this is going to be his 3rd year. Let me see. So he started PSG. No, started in 2017. He's only played 37 games for them. Think about that. 37 appearances. That's really, really disappointing. So, hey, cool. Guess he'll be going back there. So, yay for you, Neymar. Yay for you. Anyway, last bit of news and note here is tying back to the U.S. women's national team. This was actually a very cool story. Just a quick thing here. This comes from BR Football's Twitter account. Mark Parker, the CEO of Nike, came out and said the U.S. women's home jersey is now the number one, I assume, selling soccer jersey. Yes, number one soccer jersey, men's or women's, ever sold on Nike.com in one season. So there are a few caveats there over one season, and sold on Nike.com. So just online sales on the one site. But that's pretty good when you think of the other teams that are under the Nike brand. That's pretty damn good, and it shows that hopefully, I assume much of this are being sold in the United States. Hopefully, the United States is backing the women. This only helps them say, hey, maybe we should be getting equal pay to the men because, we're selling jerseys. The money is there, boys. We can do this. So good on them. Good on the women. Keep kicking ass. Nothing else really to say to that. Just, that's awesome. So I wanted it to happen, but I feel like a cynical realism side of me was like, yes, women, they'll be a nice thing, whatever. And even if it is every 4 years, because the professional women's soccer leagues here in the States don't seem to be doing super great, there is a push. There is a push in the public consciousness, and the public is definitely getting behind them. So, at least as far as their professional careers are concerned, for playing for the national team, there should be a much bigger push now going forward to say, like, hey, pay us the same amount. Do it. You can do it. So, we will see how that goes. But, again, great job by them. Hopefully they can finish it off on Sunday. All right, so that is that. That is news and notes. I guess we should hit the watch for now. What am I watching in the week that was the week that will be? I don't even know. Have I watched anything? Oh, yeah, I did. I watched yesterday, actually, during my travels. I checked out Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, that's a good movie. That's a good one. That is a good one, too. Very good Spider-Man movie. Miles Morales playing the lead character. Great voice acting in it. The animation, I get the choice, and sometimes it just looks slightly jarring with, the kind of drop frames and stuff. Otherwise, gorgeous. Great soundtrack. Great voice acting. It's a great movie. It's a really fun Spider-Man movie. So go check that out. It's on Netflix right now, Into the Spider-Verse. Very well done. Very well done. And I believe Wes has gone to see Spider-Man Far From Home. I imagine he might be talking a little bit about that in his corner coming up here in just a moment. So yeah, we both saw big Spider-Mans this week. So and in the coming weeks we will have a get together, and we will talk especially about Far From Home, because I do plan on seeing that in the next couple days here. So very, very exciting. But again, go check it out, Into the Spider-Verse, and I believe Wes will give his recommendation to also go see Far From Home, which came out on a Tuesday. It's really weird. I guess because it's July 4th on a Thursday. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of Wes Bradshaw, let's jump on board the Wes train and head into his corner of the world as Wes takes over the pod for a few moments. Wes, my friend, take it away.
What's up, everybody? This is Wes Bradshaw, and welcome to America's Corner. That's right, folks, America's Corner, where this week, the United States of America. I guess, do we own the soccer world this week? Of course, it's July the 4th, so we own something. But that's right, it's America's Corner. And folks, as I just mentioned, I'm recording this on the most American of days, July the 4th. Folks, we celebrate America, and we do that with the most American of traditions, an outdoor party, a barbecue, whatever you folks want to call it. And of course, at my barbecue, the most American of barbecues, we've got the most American of all food items. Things like pizza, chimichangas, bratwurst. I mean, come get some more of this. You un-American, non-Americans. Come get some, because we're doing this 100% America. But folks, we're going to jump right into the football, the most American of sports, the football. And as I said right now, America owns the sport. Women's World Cup, we're in the final. Why? Because I told y'all we'd be there. Because this is our game. Women's soccer, women's foot. This is our game. And we welcome the Dutch. Now, folks, in the past, I know I've had some very disparaging comments about the Dutch. But, of course, as this season has showed you, I'm now a huge fan of the Dutch because the Dutch have bequeathed us such great things as Jeannie Wijnaldum and Virgil van Dijk, Sepp van den Berg, which we'll talk about later, and, of course, Kijana Hoover. So, obviously, I'm now a huge secondary Dutchman. But this is the week, this is the day for American football, the Women's World Cup final. Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, USA, Netherlands for the Women's World Cup final. The United States outlasting England. That's right, folks. One time, the only time I pull against the English is when they play the U.S. women. U.S. men, all England all day. U.S. women, those are my girls. Go get them, Alex. That's right. USA, Netherlands, Women's World Cup final. But you know what? That wasn't enough because the U.S. men were like, by God, they've been against us too long. The women are getting all the credit, so we've got to do the closest thing we can do. USA back in the Gold Cup final. They'll be taking on Mexico. Slightly different role reversal as they will be huge underdogs to the Mexicans. But that's going to be on Sunday. I believe it's a 9 p.m. kickoff for that. Somewhere there. Check your local listings. But USA, Mexico in the Gold Cup final, or in the Gold Cup final, and then of course Copa is going on this summer. We've got one who everyone expected to be there, Brazil. Kind of a shaky start to the tournament, but they've really come on. They're looking great. They got the best goalkeeper in the world, Alison Becker. Still has yet to allow a goal in Copa. I believe now has a 10-match, that's club and country, 10-match shutout streak going. As we know, he was just dominant down the stretch for Liverpool, and now is being done for the Brazilians. And they will take on the shocker out of that side coming out, and that's Peru. The Peruvians getting the job done against Chile. Chile, so I say Chile. And Peru coming out of that side, they will be taking on a heavily favored Brazil. And Alison Becker, Roberto Firmino, the chance to lift the Copa. And this is what happens when you get rid of Neymar. Good things happen. All right, so that's kind of what's going on in the matches. As we know, getting into the league, we're going to talk. We've got a retirement, then we're going to talk about just some quick transfer news. Players, in baseball, it's pitchers and catchers report. In football, it's beginning a mandatory training camp. In the soccer football world, players start reporting, but they all report at different times because, you look at, once again, the Brazilians. I mean, hey, they're playing a tournament. You're not going to ask Firmino, Becker, Gabriel Jesus. You're not going to ask those guys to just show up. All right, guys, hey, you won your cup on Sunday. Cool. See you on Monday. No, that doesn't happen. They're going to get about a 2-3 week vacation before they report. But guys are going to start reporting. They may have already started, actually, some. But I believe Monday you're going to get a nice influx of big players coming in. So it's about that time, folks. I mean, by God, Liverpool are literally going to play their first game in about 2 weeks. They're going to play it in South Bend, Indiana, on the Notre Dame University. The Fighting Irish are going to be taking on Borussia Dortmund. I looked at it, not going to be able to make it. They're going to play 3 in America, so folks, football season is literally right around our corner. Ed Green, I could not be happier that it's all in the pack. Oh. And with that, of course, comes the inevitable movement of players. Things are happening. We're going to start off with a major retirement announcement. Ian Robben, the great Dutch winger, has officially retired. 22 trophies to his name over his club career, a career which started at Groningen before going to PSV, then making his way to Chelsea, then Real Madrid, and then Bayern Munich, where, of course, he had his most success, played over 200 matches for Bayern, scored 99 goals in his Bayern career. Great winger, of course, for the Dutch national team. Was one of the massive reasons that they finished runner-up in the 2014 World Cup. A great career for Robin, that dodgy left flapper. Everyone knew he was cutting inside to go left. No one could ever stop him. And that's true dominance. When they know what you're going to do and they still can't stop you. So, I am Robin. Happy trails. Ribery, his partner on the other side of that Bayern attack for so many years. Ribery is now a free agent. There's talk he may be coming to the Premier League. Who knows? Ribery ain't the Ribery of 2014, much like Robin ain't the Robin of 2014. But either way, new day, new age in Munich. All right, so with July 1st coming, that means moves can officially be made. Things can officially happen. Free agents can officially sign. And, all the shit becomes official. So let's take a look at some of the big moves that have gone down here in the last week. Some of them you already knew about. Some of them were just confirmations. July 1st, they can actually happen. Folks, hold on to your seats. Ed Green, I have not yet confirmed that he is not laid up in hospital somewhere in a massive coma. Everybody ready? Spurs have spent money. Real money. Not monopoly money. Apparently real money on a pair of players in the last week. One, we're going to start off Jack Clark from Leeds United, a very, very highly thought of 18-year-old winger. Had a really good year in the championship. Now, Jack Clark, that's one for the future for Spurs. Young Englishman. He has been bought and loaned back for a season to Leeds United. So he's going to have another year of playing in the championship to hone his game and hopefully get him better ready to step onto the Premier League stage. It would be huge for him if he could help Leeds get a promotion back to the Premier League and then make his way to the yet unnamed Spurs Stadium to really kick his career into that next drive. So that's one for the future, but one for now, the big one, the one that has broken the Spurs transfer record. Young central midfielder from Lyon, Tanguy Ndombele, was heavily suited by many of the big clubs in Europe. He made the choice. He has come to Spurs. Huge pickup for Spurs. Huge statement for Spurs. Mauricio Pochettino said, look, you've got to give me some money because I've got to get some players. And this is a big one. This is one who could come in, should help from the get-go for Tottenham Hotspur. Should give them some extra steel in that midfield, but also will provide a really nice option moving forward. He's a good player. He's a young player. They're getting him at that right age. He's costing some money, but that's what happens, man. The best players are going to cost money. And Spurs going out and spending some. Big up on Spurs. Ed Green, get well soon, my friend. I know these are troubling times in this world, but Spurs have signed players. Manchester City, as we have fought and known for a long time, they do activate the clause on Rodri from Atletico Madrid, and they have signed the defensive midfielder. They are seeing him as the heir apparent to Fernandinho. A good bit of transfer dealing for them. Once again, yeah, they have to spend some money, but that's just where the world is now. You're going to have to spend money to get these players. So if you've got the money, go and do it. Don't be stupid. Go and do it. So City bring in Rodri. Speaking of Atleti, they take some of that Rodri money and they make maybe the biggest splash to this point in the transfer market as they signed the 19-year-old Portuguese wonder kid João Felix. I believe 114 million euros makes him one of the 5 or 10 most expensive players ever. There's talk he may stay in Benfica for a year on loan. I don't know why Atleti would want to do that, but they have gotten this young, big-time playmaker in. They spent a lot of money, but this is a guy who, if he develops the way people think he will, they'll sell him for double one day when the time is right. And that's kind of the Atletico way. Atletico bring them in, and then they move them when it's time. And they usually make a piss chunk of money, and they should on João Felix. as well. He's been called the next Cristiano Ronaldo. A fantastic big-time talent. And Atletico win the race for him at age 19. Some that have just been confirmed now. We kind of knew these were going to happen, but they have been confirmed. We'll kind of run them down team by team. Real Madrid have officially signed Eden Hazard. They signed Jovic, Rodrigo, Militao, and Mendy. Those were all things we knew was going to happen. We've known these for a while. Bayern have brought in Lucas Hernandez and Benjamin Pavard. Barcelona, Frankie de Jong and Neto. Chelsea have officially signed Christian Pulisic. Maybe an adept little piece of business by Chelsea as they pick up Mateo Kovacic, who, yes, they are on a transfer ban, but having him on loan last year, it was a loophole. They were able to sign him. Is it a great signing? I mean, he wasn't anything special for Chelsea this year, but it is a player. Chelsea needed some players, so it is a player. So however you want to put that. Dortmund have officially brought in Mats Hummels, has come back to Dortmund, and they've got the other Hazard, Torgan Hazard, officially signed. Wolves, we had talked about Jimenez, the Mexican Jimenez is now officially at Wolves. Juventus have officially brought in Aaron Ramsey and now also signed Adrian Rabiot, a pair of free agents. Juventus absolutely know how to sign, how to use the free agent, how to use the bossman. They've gotten really, really good at that. And they bring in two really high-quality, basically players on a free in Aaron Ramsey and Adrian Rabiot. Ramsey might be the one who's going to get more of the presser on that. Rabiot, though, Rabiot was very highly thought of at PSG until his falling out. Real quick, one more to throw at Atletico. They have actually signed, this is, very, makes sense with where we are right now and where we are in the world. Hector Herrera, the Mexican star, has gone from Porto to Atletico. I can't remember. I think we hit on it last week. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has signed with Manchester United. Big money for the young Englishman there. We'll see how he hits the ground. Hopefully for him, he can hit the ground running. Hopefully for us not. Liverpool have kind of been notoriously quiet in this transfer window so far, but they did sign a young Dutch center back, Sepp Vandenberg. This happened in the last week. Vandenberg coming from PFC Zwolle, I believe, somewhere up in the Dutchness. Very highly thought of 17-year-old. Obviously not going to be one of those top four center backs for Liverpool at the moment, but he's going to definitely go into the academy. He and Kijana Hoover, as we said, another Dutchman. That could be a big-time pairing coming up for Liverpool in the future. A pair of 17-year-olds that are extremely highly thought of, especially in Holland. So that's a nice pickup for Liverpool. They get him on a low fee, a guy who, once again, these young guys, you never know what's going to happen. But if he develops what I think he could develop, that could be a huge steal for Liverpool in about 5 years. And then one that just broke really in the last 20, 30 minutes. It's not a huge transfer, but it is of interest in the Premier League. Recently promoted Sheffield United have brought home Phil Jagielka. Jagielka, of course, a former England international, Everton man for a long time, a very well thought of central defender for Everton. Obviously in the twilight of his career, but he's coming home to finish his career with Sheffield United. And for Sheffield coming into the Premier League, nice to get a guy with some experience, a lot of experience in the Premier League. So Jags could be a big help going forward for Sheffield United. Folks, that's what we got right now. There's still huge names out there. Matthijs de Ligt's going to end up somewhere. We're still waiting on, my guy from Atlanta, Antoine Griezmann, to see where he ends up. They're still moving and shaking to be done. Liverpool are connected with everybody in the world as they always are. So who knows? Spurs might even sign someone else. Ed, if you just woke up from the coma, Spurs might sign someone else. You never know, friend. So let's see what happens, man. Silly season. It's really kicking into gear now because now it's about time to start getting those players in. So people need to make their signings. For the Premier League, we are just over a month away. August the 8th is deadline day for the Premier League. So something's got to happen. We'll see what happens. And we'll have it for you here each and every week on the Foreign Affair podcast. I'm Wes Bradshaw. Folks, hope you've enjoyed America's Corner. I'll be back to talk to you guys next week when we're holding up a pair of trophies. That's right. Pair of trophies. Gold Cup. Women's World Cup. USA. USA. Say it with me, Ed. USA. USA. USA.
Thank you so much for that, Wes. Great stuff as always. So anyway, USA. Big matches coming up this Sunday. Again, U.S. women playing the Netherlands in the Women's World Cup Final. U.S. men playing Mexico in the Gold Cup Final. And Brazil versus Peru in the Copa Final. All of these matches take place this Sunday. Get in front of a TV, ignore everyone else, and watch some footy. So that's what's going on this week. The plan is for Wes and I to get together next Wednesday night live, and we will be talking about those finals and hopefully some big cheering points for the United States. That is going to do it for this episode 269 of the pod. Once again, thanks to our sponsors, NGSC Sports, Alicia's Pillows and Things, Cool Eye Cover, and the Ultimate Sports Channel. They're all on the social media. We're also on the Soch. If you want to check us out on Twitter as a collective, we are at AFA Pod. Wes is at Wes Bradshaw21, and I am at Edward Green. You can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube via our parent show, the All News Sports Show. You can also email us at allnewsportshow@gmail.com. Thanks to our podcast providers, including Podbean.com, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, the TuneIn Radio app, Google Play Music, and the iTunes Music Store. So, like I said, we'll be back next week for a big episode with 3 finals to dissect. And hey, maybe, just maybe, we'll start getting into our Premier League grades. Maybe not. We'll see. And of course, if some big transfers still happen between now and then, we'll touch on those as well. So, for now, though, for my calling crime, Wes Bradshaw, I am Edward Green. Thank you so much for joining us here this week on the Foreign Affair podcast. Until next time, everyone, especially with those 4th of July fireworks going off, stay safe. Oh, and on Sunday, enjoy the football. It's going to be magic. USA, 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 and Brazil. USA, and Brazil. USA, and Brazil. USA, and Brazil.
Our new sponsor at NGSC Sports is Cool Eye Cover, and as you can imagine, we are talking sunglasses. The perfect time for our sponsor is summer, as we all need those sunglasses. Our sponsor even has a great deal as an NGSC Sports partner. If you email esgmarketingsolutions@gmail.com, they will give you a 50% discount on your first pair of sunglasses. Visit www.cooleyecover.com and choose your glasses to receive the discount, and email esgmarketingsolutions@gmail.com for the discount coupon. We thank Cool Eye Cover for joining NGSC Sports as our new sponsor. This show is sponsored by Alicia's Pillows and Things. Check out the Facebook page, Alicia's Pillows and Things, where you will find home decor you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. Check out the pillows and stools of your favorite sports teams. Maybe you want a set of your kid's favorite cartoon or movie character. You can also get full body and neck pillows as well. Log on to ngscsports.com and go to the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage to complete your order. It makes a great gift for Christmas at an affordable price. NGSC Sports. We never stop.
You're listening to NGSC Sports Radio. Hear us live on NGSCsports.com, where you can get awesome analysis for all things sport. Or check out our podcasts on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, iTunes, TuneIn, and much more. For our latest videos, head to NGSC Sports YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at NGSC Sports and like us on Facebook. NGSC Sports. We never stop.